All right. So here I'm going to cut my clay and I believe this is a porcelain. Actually, I might need a little bit more for the base. It's been sitting for a while, so it's a little hard. When you wedge, I put one dominant hand over, and that's pushing here, and this other hand kind of guides it, pulls it up and around in a spiral. This is a cone wedge. You could do like the ram's head style, where you push evenly with two hands. And I'm pushing, like, if you're looking at like at this downwards angle, I'm not pushing straight out, not pushing straight down. And they call this the ram's head because it starts to look like a little ram's head. You get your eyes, your nose, your mouth, and the horns. Either one works. It's a good way to mix your clay, especially for throwing. For slab work, if it's a little bit more dry on the outside, but the inside is a little bit more moist, it's another good time to mix it. Right, that'll be your cone. Looks like a cone. All right. Then to put it through the slab roller, I'm gonna throw it at an angle. You get it nice and flat. So I need to be at least as tall as that. So this is really close. I think that could work. And then this one just to get it flat. It's big enough to get me the base. Now it's nice and soft. Okay, off to the slab roller. I don't put the clay directly on top of the slab table. I like to get some canvas to put between so I don't stain these large pieces. And what I do is I just run it out, get my clay, put it in the middle, and just fold it in half. If I'm not able to make it fit, like if it's going to be really big, Then I'll just do it in sections. Okay, and do one at a time. You want to make sure that when you put it in a slab roller, that there's no wrinkles on the canvas, because if the canvas has wrinkles, it's just going to transfer over to the clay, and the clay is very absorbent, takes on any shapes. And then we roll it. I like this style of slab roller versus the ones that have cables, because the cables, or the table that moves, the cables get tight over time or loose over time and crooked, and then it starts going crooked. This one is just one wheel on top, one wheel on the bottom, and they're rolling, and your clay just gets squeezed and pushed through. And that's how you get a nice flat slab. Okay, take it over. And the nice thing also about using a separate piece of canvas, nice thing about using another separate piece of canvas is I can walk around carrying this in the classroom. I can walk around carrying this in the lab without, you know, worrying about it falling apart or getting messy or whatever. And someone else can use the slab roller. The only problem is you gotta remember to put things back. If you don't put it back, someone else comes along, they run something through it, and it ends up getting a little tangled. It's not a big issue, but it just takes away from what you're trying to get done at the time. Also, check your measurements. Make sure that the measurements are the same whenever you're using your slab roller. Oop, I did that wrong. I put it between like a sandwich. I'm making my slabs at 1/4 inch. Technically, it's a little bit thinner because I have two canvases between, but it's not like noticeable. You know you're done when it just spins freely and doesn't push through anymore. And see, I can just pick all that clay up with one hand that easy, and I have a nice flat piece of clay ready to work with, okay? And then take that canvas and carry it over to your workstation. Once you get to your workstation, put it on a board, or once you get to your workstation, put it on a board or another surface so that other people can use the canvas. And we always fold it this way. So someone folded it like this, puts a crease in the middle, makes it difficult for rolling. Always fold your canvas the direction that you're going to roll it so that it stores and it doesn't get a bunch of wrinkles that you don't want. All right. So here, let's check it out. Let's see if our template fits. It does. Look at that. Fits nicely. See if it fits better another way. That might be a little bit better right here. Okay. So our template does fit nicely right here, just like that. Okay. Get my knife. Cut out. Actually, I didn't need to make that other piece for the base, but I'll see if I can use it still. It goes so much faster when you have a template to follow than when you're trying to just look. I made a crooked cut. Try to fix that. If you have a template to follow, it goes a lot faster than if you're trying to do everything by freehand. I know we get lazy and try to do it freehand because gotta get it done quickly, but the template gives you less problems. Okay. Okay, so there's my piece. It has the texture of the canvas, which is kind of nice. I might leave that for right now. I'm gonna pick it up, move it to the side. Actually, I'm gonna put it on a plaster table so that it can dry some. When it's on plaster, it's more likely, not more likely, I'm gonna put it on a plaster table so it can dry out faster. When it's on a plaster table, I don't know why I'm repeating myself because for recording purposes, so I can edit out the bad parts. But when it's on a plaster table, I should probably even wait before I say that. Okay, let me clean up first. All right, I'm gonna take this clay after I cut the shape that I want. I'm gonna put it on a plaster table. Whenever it's placed onto a whenever it's placed onto a plaster table, the project is more likely to whenever it's placed onto a plaster table, it dries out faster because the plaster is absorbent of moisture. So if you want to dry your projects faster, get some plaster. Do you need special pottery plaster? Not necessarily. You could just go to a hardware store like Home Depot or Lowe's or something, and they sell plaster there. You can use that and make just a nice flat surface, and it'll dry your projects decently fast, faster than if you just had it sitting out on a table. Also, it's drying from the bottom, not just the top. So it's not air drying from the top, it's also air drying from the bottom, which is nice to speed up that drying process. So if I want it to go even faster, I'm going to grab a blow dryer and start blowing. Now, a blow dryer, in my opinion, is, I'm going to talk about this in a second. Blowing your projects with a hair dryer or a blow dryer is faster than if you are to just use a torch or to use a heat gun. If you want a little bit more of an example, you can look at my other videos and I talk about it. And it blows the air more evenly than if it blows the air more evenly than if you use a torch, which is more concentrated. Now they do make different tips for torches, so you don't necessarily have to say that this is the best, but this is the easiest and the least dangerous for people to use. You're not going to accidentally catch, your lab on fire. Oops.
Mr. B, I think it's time to go.
Yeah, so you guys can take off. I will see you on Monday. Make sure that you guys finish your templates and start working on your projects. Remember, height measurements need to be at least 6 inches tall and at least 3.5 inches across in diameter on the base. See you guys.
Mr. B,
Yep.
do we have map testing today?
I don't think so.
So it starts tomorrow?
Let me see. Tuesday, January 26th, and the next time is Thursday, January 28th.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, so we start tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. All right, I'll see you.
All right, then. Thank you.
Bye. I had a line crease from the so if your kidney is rough or has something on it that shouldn't be, some dried clay, it'll make scratches like how you can see here. So I have to clean it a little bit. This is going to be the inside, I hope, because right here had a crease from the canvas. There was like a wrinkle in it. Okay. Now that it's all smooth, I'm going to let it dry a little bit and then start building it. Okay, can go more with the blow dryer, but I don't know if I want to speed up too much.